Namaste and blessings, my beautiful, loving, intelligent, very psychic Gemini. What is up? I speak blessings upon your life. Happy birthday to all Gemini. Blessing upon your family, your loved ones, your health, your wealth, your prosperity, Gemini. Gemini, I am working with white sage, um, rose, and cinnamon, and I felt so connected to the cinnamon. And I heard a message of manifesting more sweetness in your life. Okay, Gemini? Sorry about the noise. My son is on vacation, and so here we are. All right, moving forward. Gemini, we're going to tap in and ask the ancestors, our mother, divine mother, divine father, to please bring messages for us. All right, honey? I'm going to be channeling using the coffee grounds. All right. I'm hearing offerings, and that's what I'm reading. I'm seeing like a sacred place, like Peru, like an ancient ancestor, and their offerings. I feel that the ancestors are giving offerings from the spirit world, or you might be feel or guided to do that. There's a process of purification when it comes to your emotions. Okay, Jim. I'm hearing temperance, water and earth. I see you, Gemini, working hard. I'm hearing the word, sorry, cultivation, cultivating. I see you also reading some important messages. I see a person right behind you, and it feels like it's the hermit, Virgo energy. Mm. Oh my goodness, this look like the dead card, like the La Santa Muerte, like Archangel Azrael even. Okay. I'm also hearing Anubis and I see his head. This is about Scorpio energy. This is about manifesting the end to a long cycle of confusion. This can also be about purging, releasing, clearing. Okay, something is coming to an end. And there's a lot of revelations, there's a lot of wisdom you've been gaining. There's also a lot of knowledge, Gemini. Anubis, Pluto, deep soul growth and expansion. And yeah, I see the dead right behind you. Okay, and what I meant is like the death card, right? So it's like this Plutonian energy, the energy of having to navigate the unseens, understanding and integrating the shadow. There's a lot of the energy of occult, the mysteries. I see a serpent too. Yeah, the mysteries of the feminine, right? Number 8. I'm hearing spirit of the dragonfly too. And dragonfly is water and earth too. They go through a metamorphosis. There's a lot about you having the capacity to be flexible, to adapt, and to transform. Okay? I'm hearing the name Louis or Luisa or Louis. Louis. Mhm. But there's this energy of very focused, cultivating, expansion, learning, wisdom, and being watched over by a deity, an ancestor, a very masculine energy though. There's a lot of wisdom, and like I said, it's very, very, yeah, very wise. I see a star. This is divine guidance, okay? I'm reading the word dog. And for me, when we're talking about dogs, this is about loyalty and devotion. But there's also playfulness and innocence, okay? Okay. Yeah, I see lots of animals watching over you, spirit animals. And there, I definitely see the dog, a spirit animal. I see this energy of a very higher ascendant being. And I feel air. I feel like a breeze. It's a very powerful energy. It feels angelic. Okay, and I feel that this is about divine blessings and divine revelations. There's definitely some emotions, and we have to pay attention to that. Okay, I also see the phoenix, so the phoenix rising Gemini. Phoenix energy, yeah, initiation by fire and air. That's a lot. That's a lot, and it's very powerful, Gem. Okay, very transformative energy. Very intense, very scorpionic, Plutonian. All right. Then divine revelations is like thunder beings. That's what I'm feeling, Jim. For you, we're using this tarot. All right. We want to ask our most venerated ancestors, spirits of the Most High, Source Creator, Mother, Father, Mother Nature, to please speak to us about Gemini, current energy. I keep hearing temperance, temperance. Well, we have the Empress. Ooh. We have the Fool. We have the Hierophant. 3 major arcanas. This is no, we're not playing games here. Okay? This is what? The Magician now? 4 major arcanas. I cannot make this up. Holy cow. This is an activation. And I don't mean it like new age. I don't mean it like that. This is an activation because you've been working your ass off, okay? This is because you've been going through it. Ooh, Saturn, bottom on the deck. This is Saturn, man. Okay, let me clarify this with other tarot. For the Empress. So Empress is Venus energy, it's creativity. There's been a level of cleansing and purification when it comes to the emotional, masculine and feminine here with Taurus, more Venus. But this is yeah, the masculine and the feminine, bringing coherence to the lessons that you have been learning from Saturn. Pisces, this is breaking from the illusions. And here's the Magician communicating with the Fool. The Fool is reversed though, because we still are working through gaining some clarity. And like I said, you have to release some things. Okay, so 5 of Swords. This is you currently choosing what holds value, what matters to you. This is you being very mindful about your thoughts and your words and your actions. Okay, this is you. This is like this is the energy of feeling deceived, used, abused, poor me, self-pity. I see you choosing your thoughts very intentionally. Okay, I feel though that there's awareness and you're paying attention to both of this energy. They still are playing out and having a conversation. And this is why we have Taurus. Because Taurus is about, okay, what works for me? What kind of traditions? What are my beliefs? If I'm trying to create something, the Empress, what are the systems? What are the dynamic? This is the masculine. How can I support you? Taurus energy, right? What needs attention in your life? All right. How do we feel about it? And so this is you choosing to think with optimism. And yes, I am aware that I'm working through clearing this, right? There's a level of grieving or releasing sorrow, but then I'm being very active because I'm the magician. I'm attracting differently. And I'm attracting differently because I am very self-aware. The King of Pentacles, right? I'm thinking things through it because the king is going to create something together with Venus, right? With the Empress. Heart and mind coherence. This is long term, the magician. So, how can I manifest things and create new systems that work for me in my life? The Hierophant brings wisdom, right? Is a guide. The magician is going to say you have to master the elements. And here we have waters and cups and swords and pentacles. The Fool is the promise of a new beginning. You are currently working on that. Why? Boom, Three of Cups. Because you know what you're doing. There are going to be celebrations, but this is happening because there's a lot about you moving slow and steady. That's also Taurus energy. This is also the King of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles reverse means I'm thinking things through it. I'm looking at things from different perspective. I am paying attention to, okay, the Five of Pentacles. Here it is. See, there's this duality and polarity to your energy, and I feel that you're very aware of what's playing out. Well, I know I'm healing Pisces and Saturn. This is disappointment, this is hurt, this is pain, this is poor me. Okay, I have different aspects of me and I'm aware of them. I do pay attention, right? And now, what matters though is how do I want to navigate things? The magician. The magician is someone who has the capacity to look at the elements and to understand how are they affecting them from within and how they're also manifesting in this plane of existence. Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords, clearing the mind, clearing past pains, clearing the ideas that, oh, I cannot make it, I'm not good enough, clearing jealousy, comparison, envy. The King of Swords is going to bring a clear mind, a clear direction. So I see you, Gemini, choosing to take a look at what parts of me are deceiving me? What parts of me take me into self-pity? What is happening within my waters? Venus, Divine Mother. Okay, Divine Mother is saying Saturn in Pisces. Divine Mother, sorry, is going to say, which is to say matter, right? It's going to say Saturn in Pisces. It's time to break free from the illusions. Yes, you can honor all of the sadness, all of the sorrow, but you can still choose. And that's the Five of Swords. Can I be going through the distortions, the chaos, the crisis, the confusion, and still choose thoughts, the swords, right? Words that help me move forward so that I can move away from any lack, scarcity, less than, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, all of the things, all of the stories from the past. So the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles are freaking working with the Magician. And they're saying, all right, well, it's time to move forward. We have to continue, right? Because this is what we do, Gemini. Here comes the Three of Cups, community, support, celebrations. Yes, this is what I dream, the Fool. This is what my divine feminine desires. Intimacy, reciprocity, community, being seen, support. My divine masculine here, Taurus, in the Magician, is saying, hey, we're here to create long term, right? So let's look at what are the imbalances within the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So this is us, right, Gemini, looking at this, at the shadows. Okay, King of Swords and his shadow, right? Abuse of power, manipulation, manipulating information to gain and take. King of Pentacles, vanity, superficial. I'm going to use my power to influence, to mess with people, right? I'm going to seek for shortcuts. My ego is what's driving my choices and my decisions. And this is the Divine Feminine. Queen of Wands. Divine Feminine is saying, no. We're doing things correctly here, okay? This is about our legacy. Queen of Wands. Sorry. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This is about our legacy. This is about a spiritual transformation. This is all us honoring creation. This is us healing. Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. Lesson from Saturn. This is us clearing ancestral pain, hurt, confusion, illusions. The Queen of Cups. She wants to create from the heart. And so Divine Feminine is having a talk with Divine Masculine and saying, we got what it takes. However, we must act in integrity. We have to bring coherence, heart and mind. We have to look at the light things of life and ourselves, and also the shadow aspects, if we want to clear this. Because what happens if we dismiss this? You repeat another cycle where you're lost in your ego, you're lost in your self-pity, where you're procrastinating, where you're just doing things, like I said, instant gratification, right? Masculine, okay. Page of Pentacles, another Five of Wands, right here. And it's in the reverse. So this is us, Gemini, working through maturity. This is the Divine Feminine shifting and changing and bringing transmutation to what needs to be seen before the Fool, that new beginning. And now this new beginning might be already be happening, but it is happening from within out, from the above into the below. And I see layers of things that are going to start to change and shift as you are changing and shifting. So remember, life is not linear, nothing is fixed. So when we shift into seeing things for what they are, and we proactively make the changes, now we change and things start to take on a new form. The old form is burned through the Queen of Wands, the Spirit of Fire. The Sun brings illumination, and now we go into emotional body. We clear that out. We learn the lessons, Saturn, and then we choose differently. And now we become Queen and King. This is no longer I'm a page. This is no longer I am feeling conflicted all over the place. I have parts of me fighting. No, this is us, Queen of Wands, boom. Ace of Pentacles, manifesting something that's coming from the clarity of the Divine Feminine, the Moon, and so in the Sun, masculine, feminine, working together in order to manifest something that is long term, that is coming to stay with respect with the last of the universe. But this is all I got for you. Oh my goodness, may you be blessed on your journey, Gemini. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay in your integrity. Practice self-awareness. Write things down. Slow and steady. I love you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if this resonated. All right, Gemini. I see you when I see you. Blessings. Ciao, ciao.